Supposed to show yourself?
Turn around at yourself. My grandmother's inspirational journey with Alzheimer's. Raji May Walker was a beautiful, classy, God-fearing, kind, selfless, and stern woman. She was a self-employed beautician working out of her home, doing hair Mondays through Fridays, about 3 to 4 heads a day. She loved to look good. She would style her own hair and dress in designer wear from head to toe. Her favorite pastime was shopping. She loved to cook and entertain, housing dinner parties and literally feeding every person who walked in her home. She loved to help and pray for people. On a women's retreat she attended, a friend recalls her inviting a lady that she just met to her room to pray over her. She loved to travel. She would plan big group trips, like busloads of people, to places such as Egypt, Jerusalem, Italy, Paris, and New York. My grandmother was just a person who wanted to stylishly live her life to the fullest. On Thanksgiving of 2003, the family began to notice a change in her character. On that day, she promised a friend a plate of food and asked my grandfather to deliver the plate. Of course, he agreed to take the plate, but it would be after he ate and fellowship with the family. But his later was just too late for her liking. She grew impatient and decided to deliver the plate herself. On her way home from the friend's house, she got into a car accident down the street from the house. The accident was clearly her fault. She was trying to turn while the person on the opposite side of the road was keeping straight, giving them the right of way. And when we asked her what had happened, all she could say was the car was coming too fast and she decided to turn. Because of that incident and some other bizarre occurrences, we decided to finally get her checked out. In the spring of 2004, she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and dementia. During her early stages of her diagnosis, she would forget little things like where she would place personal belongings that she used on a day-to-day basis. She would also forget what items she just purchased when she would go to the store, causing her to repurchase that same item. And as a result, she began to accumulate an unnecessary amount of that particular product. As her disease progressed, she has now reached the stage where she forgets how to conduct simple everyday tasks like eating, cooking, driving, and using the bathroom. She also has a hard time remembering names. The only name she can remember is her husband, Tommy, one of her daughters, Beverly, and her oldest grandson, James. But it seems like everybody she talks to is either Tommy or James. Even though she has Alzheimer's disease, my grandmother still manages to live her life. She still gives the effort to converse with the family, entertain, read the Bible, pray, travel, shop, dress in designer wear, style her own hair, and support each and every family member in their endeavors. By observing her journey, she became my inspiration to keep living and achieving my goals despite of the troubles I may undergo. No matter how hard my obstacles may become, I will still manage to be myself.